Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be talking about my top 3 podcasts for self-growth, empowerment, leveling up, and all of that good stuff for the new year. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. First, Happy New Year. Happy 2020, you guys. I cannot believe that it's already here. A lot of my followers on Instagram, I've been seeing post all of this good energy, transformation, self-growth type vibes. This is something that is near and dear to my heart that I've been working on all 2019. And for 2020, I thought I would want to share with you guys maybe some really helpful tools that have honestly changed my life. I'm not even kidding. These podcasts, I think, are super educational and can be very powerful when you use them in the right way. You know, you can't just listen to the podcast and expect everything to fall into place. Obviously, you have to do the work, just like a vision board. You know, you can't just make it and everything's gonna happen. There are 3 podcasts in particular that have honestly really personally changed my life and have helped me develop in my self-growth, and I continue to listen to them weekly, religiously, and I really think that it might be helpful to some of you guys. I personally listen to all of these podcasts on Spotify. I believe that they're also available on Apple Music and other streaming platforms as well. So let's just go ahead and get into the podcasts, okay? Number 1 is the Life Coach School podcast with Brooke Castillo. This one, I will tell you, is probably the most advanced out of all of the podcasts. If you are new to self-growth, if you are new to self-actualization and understanding thought work and really understanding yourself, this one's going to be a little bit intense for you, but it doesn't mean you can't learn. And I recommend going back to the very beginning and listening to, it has over 300 episodes. I recommend listening to the very, very, very beginning ones that kind of lay out the foundation for it. This podcast, guys, she gets into self-coaching. Brooke Castillo is actually a master coach instructor. So she coaches other life coaches, but she also gives tips and tricks like into her business. She is a powerhouse woman, you guys. She is a multi-millionaire. Let's just put that out there. Self-made. Absolutely is open about talking about methods to success, motivation, growing yourself, overcoming obstacles, and literally outlining like how you are your biggest competition and the only thing really standing in your way is yourself. Kind of insight and advice, and really knows like how to get in your head and like change the way you think about things. She also coached on weight loss, how to stop drinking, other various life things. And I just love how real and raw she is with all of her information she brings you. She's very authentic. Another thing I should mention is that these 3 podcasts are a little more catered to my ladies. So if you are a guy, I think you can definitely listen to these, still learn a lot and still get really good insight and utility out of it. But as a woman, it's just something about hearing other women's perspectives, because men just don't really get the position that women are in my opinion, when it comes to self-growth and business and entrepreneurship. The Life Coach School podcast with Brooke Castillo, a total game changer, you guys. I could honestly talk about it this whole video, but I won't. So that one I definitely recommend. Also, I will link all of these podcasts via Spotify into the description box below. So if you're interested in that, you can find all of the information there on everything. So the next one, you guys, is called The Productive Woman with McClellan. She is an attorney / writer, and she also offers this podcast on productivity, all things productivity for women. I love the structure of her podcasts. They're all pretty similar unless it's a solo episode. She does interviews with other entrepreneurs. Actually, that's how I found Brooke Castillo, was through this podcast. She literally interviews all of these various super mega successful women and talks to them about what their day is structured like, methods, you know, everything from like tools down to like mindset stuff, and kind of like gets into like how do you reset after a bad day. It just really gets into every aspect of maximizing your day, your 24 hours in your day, and how to be productive. For me personally, as somebody who used to identify as a major procrastinator, this podcast was kind of, again, a game changer. I'm telling you guys, all 3 of these major game changers that I'm going to tell you. And if you personally are sitting at home and you feel like you know all the stuff you need to do, you just can't get yourself to do it, or if you know you need to do one thing and you'd rather start cleaning and doing this, like I'm telling you, she gets into how, what, when, where, why, like all of it. Super, super helpful. And again, as a perspective from a woman, like I know some of my subscribers, you guys are moms and have kids and have a life, you know, so many other people depending on you, things to do, other responsibilities. She gets into juggling all of that with a career, family, relationships, everything as a woman, and kind of the pressures that fall onto us with that. So I can really appreciate her perspective and all of the interview perspectives as well. So that is another really, really great one. Lastly, number 3 is the Badass Manifester podcast with Ashley Gordon. This one I actually most recently came onto and have so quickly become a hardcore weekly listener of this. She is a spiritual life coach and manifesting coach. So she coaches female entrepreneurs, and then she also helps other coaches find their own niches, things like that. What I like a lot about this one is that she really, really, really gets into nitty gritty of manifesting. And if you're new to the concept of manifestation, I highly recommend you look into it. It's basically the idea that what you put out into the world, what you think about, becomes your reality. It also has interviews, and then she has solo podcasts. She will interview anybody from millionaire strippers all the way down to small business owners or influencers, things like that. And her motto is to talk about bringing magic, making magic your everyday normal. So how to manifest things like love, career, money, you name it. And again, she's a woman. What are we getting? A female perspective. And I just love that so much. She really gets into the spiritual side of things too, and just connecting with the universe. I feel like what she has kind of put out there is just so unique. And I guess that's what's really cool about all 3 of these podcasts, you guys. They all kind of have their own perspective on different things. They all bring 3 very unique things together into one really powerful group of messages, in my opinion, at least for me. I know everybody's different. And you know what you guys are going to take away from these is going to be different as well. Ashley Gordon with the manifesting podcast, the Badass Manifester podcast, she just really takes all these people, brings you their stories. They show you deeply into how manifesting and connecting with your purpose, your divinity, and the universe it's all controlled by you, and it's the power of your mind. Really, all 3 of these things, the Badass Manifester podcast, the Productive Woman, and the Life Coach School podcast, they all bring forward such unique perspective. I really, really, really hope you will give these a go. I will say, I think the easiest one to start with, if you're totally new to all of this self-growth and balance and things like that, is going to be the Productive Woman. Is probably going to be the easiest one to start with. Then I would say maybe, depending on how spiritual you are, either manifesting or the Life Coach School, either one of those. I mean, they're all so powerful, and just really taking time listening to them, especially certain ones. I will actually listen to certain episodes over again to genuinely like absorb them. Sometimes I'll even take notes. I also listen to so many other podcasts, you guys. Just like a little life update, I'm kind of transitioning. I have a new job. I know we kind of talked about this. It's been a minute, okay? Let's just say it's been a minute since your girl has been consistently posting on YouTube. I'm driving an hour and 10 minutes-ish to work and from work. So we're looking at about 2.5 hours total drive time every Monday through Friday. So I have a lot of time on my hands to really dive deep into these things. And I think it's so important. You know, it's never been easier, you guys, to learn and grow yourself. And truly, we have access to so many amazing tools with the internet. You know, you have access to studying other successful people. And I just want to remind you that 2020 you become who you surround yourself with. So be conscious of what you're putting into your circle, into your life. All of these things, what you're surrounding yourself with, the energy, all of that affects you, your goals, what you do, and who you are becoming. It can be scary to think about that, but also, honestly, it's such a beautiful thing, you guys. I hope you guys do check out these podcasts. This is just my honest opinion. These are some tools that have seriously given me game-changing results. I mean, I know I'm young, I know I'm beginning in my career, but you know, I'm embarking on this fitness journey. 2019 has been amazing. I graduated college. I bought a condo literally with my own money, ran into amazing jobs, amazing people. In 2020, I just have so many great things ahead and I just feel it. This is a very powerful cleansing time for you guys. Just know no matter where you're at, you can always draw a line in the sand, start new, start fresh, and recommit to yourself. 2020, it can be your year. It is your year. Get it together, girl. Get some tools, do some self-growth, invest in yourself, and go get your dreams, you guys. The positivity. I can't even. Next time you guys have a free 20, 30, 40 minutes, or if you're at the gym doing cardio, listen to these podcasts, give them a try. And when you listen to them, tell me what you think in the comments, you guys. Or if you've actually already heard of these and listened to them, comment below. I want to talk about this stuff with other people. Make sure you guys go watch some of my other videos. Also, side note, do you like my new banner on my channel, and do you like my new intro? And you will see my new outro in just a second. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Support me by subscribing to my channel, you guys. It means so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.